Hi, my name's Alana Ortega, and I did my book report over the Screwtape letters. I think this book was kind of hard to understand, but once I kept reading, I kind of understood it more. But I think it's interesting and very necessary to to hear what goes on the opposite side. I think people need to understand how tempting and how the enemy tries to work so hard to get you to not believe in God. Sorry. And that it should make you want to grow in Christ more, because the more you grow in Christ, the harder it is for the enemy to pull you away from God. But basically there was 3 characters in the book, which was Screwtape, Wormwood, and the patient. Screwtape and Wormwood are both demons, and Wormwood is Screwtape's nephew. And Screwtape is writing letters to Wormwood to teach him how to keep the patient out of heaven. That's their main goal. But everyone is assigned a demon to try and get you to betray God. Screwtape actually writes a letter to Wormwood saying how he's failing because the patient just got saved as a Christian. But they actually try, throughout the book, they actually try and keep the patient alive, because if he were to die, he would go to heaven, and the whole idea is to keep him away from heaven and away from God. One of the things that I liked or learned is it made me realize how our enemy wants to stop. He won't stop at all to question us. Oh my gosh, I messed up. Okay, let's try this again. One thing I like to learn is it made me realize how our enemy won't stop for anything to make us question who God is. So it kind of ties into, I guess, something in my life. Or when I came here to Saigu, I wanted to grow my faith stronger. But then we started having chapel every day of the week, and it made me feel as if I was pulling away from God instead of towards him. But I didn't want to go to chapel every day. So but then I realized that's probably the enemy trying to get to my head and try to pull me away from God. But now now that I realize that, I prayed about it a lot, and I feel like now it's just I go to chapel and I'm ready to worship and learn about him now. So the second thing I liked or learned is how the devil can be very tempting and wants you to be a mean and evil person. But this made me think how I act around and towards people. Even when people upset you, we shouldn't be ugly to them. We should have peace and love.